What you doing there, Jax?
Oh no.
Have I ever told you how it's my dream to get eaten by you?
That's a weird thing to say and want.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, thank you. It's finally time. We return to the amazing digital circus.
You're gonna love and hate this episode.
I don't know what that means. I'm concerned.
It's a good episode, but
Your mic cut off that entire screen.
damn, you're lucky. It was not a pleasant sounding scream. Yeah.
Zubo.
Is the adventure over already?
No, the adventure hasn't even started yet.
Oh, well, don't be a narc. Find your own hiding spot.
It's not that, it's just that we haven't even seen Kane at all today. Plus, Gangle was looking for you. Hi, Zooble.
Wait, what's this?
Hello, my little rubber baby buggy bumpers! Today, I've decided to go to the store to get essential ingredients for my signature milk and cigarette casserole. I hope you can handle yourselves until I get back.
Hey, Kane.
Well, this was fun while it lasted.
So, what's the adventure today?
Oh, I don't have an adventure for you today, so you can do whatever you feel like.
All right, sounds fine to me.
You should ask me for suggestions on what to do instead.
No.
What should we do instead?
No, Gangle.
Sorry.
Great question, Gangle. For an answer, let me consult the Chinese room.
Ooh.
Okay, had a bit prepared.
Pause for a second.
Yes?
Do you know what a Chinese room is?
Of course I do.
Would you like to explain? Because while here they're showing it as a place, they don't explain what the term comes from, what it means.
I would be glad to. So, the Chinese room is a thought experiment that was put together as kind of a way to explain how things like AI couldn't really be aware. The thought experiment goes, imagine if you had someone who was in a room, like they were locked in a room, and all they had was a bunch of books and guides that explain to them how to respond to different Chinese characters. Like, it doesn't teach them how Mandarin or Cantonese or anything like that actually works, but it tells them, if you see this symbol, respond with this symbol. And whenever they get messages into the room that are all written in Chinese characters, the books and stuff tell them how to respond. And the question is then, does this person actually know Chinese, or are they just using a system that teaches them how to respond to it? Because the obvious conclusion to draw here is that the person has no way of knowing what these characters actually mean, so they don't know Chinese.
Exactly. Chinese room is the argument. It's an argument that holds a computer executing a program cannot have a mind, understanding, or consciousness.
Yeah. The counterexample to this, though, is the idea that you shouldn't look at the Chinese room as a singular thing, like an entire AI, but instead view it in the same way that you would view a singular neuron. Like, nothing in our brain specifically understands language. It's a collection of 86 billion neurons all working together toward the same goal. So each of your neurons could be considered the Chinese room. It doesn't know language, but it carries the action potentials that help you understand language.
Yes.
It's a very interesting thought experiment.
It is. In this case, I think it's funny that they're using it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Basically that is mimicking sentience, making someone sentient. Well, we talked about fake it till you make it, so I suppose that's a question to ask.
I'm not an AI, however.
Of course. I'm not an AI either. I am a man in a cybernetic diving suit.
Sure. That's what they all say.
Okay, why Chinese? Does this actually mean anything?
It's a mystery what's behind that door, but I believe it's a fluent Chinese speaker who will give me advice.
Can I just ask why? Like, what even is—
Shut! You're only making the joke take longer.
What does it say?
I don't know. I don't understand Chinese.
Hilarious.
I don't know. Why don't you guys hang out at the digital lake? These locations have just kinda been there this whole time. Not sure why you never visit them.
You should throw a freaking beach party.
Good boy.
Oh, that could be fun.
Plus, there are some fun
No
NPCs
swear.
out there that none of you have even interacted with yet.
Oh,
I'm
really?
guessing they're not intelligent ones.
They most certainly are not. Now go have fun.
I'm sorry. I just love the way that Kane. I love the way that his anatomy works.
Now go have fun.
It's great.
He just has two eyeballs. His head is a mouth, and he has eyes in it.
He's great.
I don't know why that amuses me so much.
Wow, what a good day! Wow!
The sun.
Alright, so who wants to try Kane's magical changing booth first?
I guess I'll give it a go.
Wow, you look mediocre. If you ever need a sunburn, give me a call.
I don't want a sunburn.
Should have thought of that before I decided I hate you.
Don't
Okay,
interact with the
then.
sun. She's just like that.
Wait, that hat is actually really cute.
It is.
Gangle, wait.
Her whole outfit is great.
Oh, my eye! I'll get it.
Oops.
Hey there! If you want to
Oh my
find
God.
my sunken treasure chest, you'll have to try better than that.
You recognize that voice?
Should I?
It's Zach Hadel.
It's who?
Zach Hadel, co-creator of he's Psychic Pebbles, co-creator of
Oh!
Smiling Friends,
Really?
and yeah, and does Charlie's voice and everything. That's him. That's Zach.
Wow. I never would have
They
picked
get
that
a
up.
lot of really cool like guest speakers sometimes. It's
Seriously.
really neat.
I love how these are like really like cheap 3D models from like the early 2000s looking.
Yeah, it's really good. Let me show you more Smiling Friends.
It's like bootleg CG movie.
So, I was just talking with my brother here, and yeah, you are definitely not getting our sunken treasure
I can
chest.
hear it. I can hear
Definitely
it.
not.
Do I even want your treasure chest?
Pause just
It's
real
not like
quick.
there's anything to spend money on.
Zach,
Hmm?
his voice is just like that.
He-
Like
he-
that's just his, like when he he talks like Charlie or whatever. When you see videos of him just like talking normally, that's just his voice. He's not doing a voice. That's just how he sounds.
he just sounds kind of nasally.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's cool.
I didn't
Very
know that.
distinct voice.
Yeah,
Sorry, go back a little bit. My bad. Sorry, I got distracted.
it's all good.
Here,
I
and
know,
yeah,
too many
you are-
facts.
So, I was just talking with my brother here, and yeah, you are definitely not getting our sunken treasure chest. Definitely not.
Do I even want your treasure chest? It's not like there's anything to spend money on.
I'm the one that tells lies. Dude,
What?
you ruined it.
You were
Is that your treasure?
Dude, no, they took everything. That was my entire life savings, dude. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. That was everything. Oh my god.
That really does sound like Charlie.
Did you find it?
Nah, somebody plundered it before I could.
What?
What? Oh, wait, you're right.
What was that for?
Oh, let me think. There's that time you ran me over with a steamroller, the time you pushed Gangle into a pool of piranhas, when you set me on fire, mailed me a pipe bomb, threw me into an active volcano. I could go on.
Aren't you supposed to be miserable about your ability to choose your own body or something?
Aren't you supposed to be causing trouble
Trans
for
theory.
everyone?
Trans
I've
theory.
been starting to think that maybe the ability to change is fine. Not needing to commit to one thing all the time.
How about that?
And if I do still have problems, I talk about them with the people I trust.
Good thing I don't have any problems then.
Where are you
Jack's
going?
lied.
Anywhere you losers won't yap my ear off.
It's good to see Zubul has undergone character development.
Hello there! Has the shrimp
Shrimp creature!
As the shrimp NPC.
You're welcome!
Oh my god!
It's just like a little fucking PNG.
That's hilarious, but also horrifying.
As the shrimp NPC.
Jax, are you okay? He's not okay.
Oh, he's just Andy.
Oh.
Clothes are on. Put them back on.
Clearly this is healthy, and not at all concerning.
Oh, he's helping. Makes me think of the abstract. I'm like, This is fucking indie animation. Like, what the fuck?
Right? He's so calm and at peace. I know, that's horrifying. This is Jax.
You're saying he should not be at peace?
It's not like him normally. Oh, that was a close call.
Way to interrupt my nap.
Can we talk?
Your what?
Yeah. He's not actually an NPC. He's a human. Like us.
Yes, I know. Getting stuck with a blank mannequin
New
body
guy?
of all things. Kane completely overlooked me. But because of this, I was able to, well, I think I found the way to leave.
The way to leave?
Yes, the way to leave the circus and get back to the real world.
Yes, but please, keep it discreet. If Kane catches on, I doubt he'll ever let us get this far again.
That's why we came to you. We thought you might have a key to the Chinese room.
The Chinese room?
Yes, we're gonna need a place to talk without Kane listening in on us. I have a working theory that Kane will commit to a bit no matter what. And if the bit is to not know what's in the Chinese room, he'll stick to it.
Damn right.
So Kane
Commit
is you.
to the bit.
You are just like Kane in that regard.
Commit to the bit. Commit to the bit. Do it.
I'm not kidding, chat.
Something that
Starby
I also
will just-
appreciate here.
Starby will commit to
is
any
that-
bit you give him.
I like, because this is something that like irked me a tiny bit. In the pilot episode, Jax was like, oh, I have keys to every, like, that was a big thing. He had like a key to get into the room. He was like, I have keys everywhere. And then they never brought that up again. But now they're bringing it up. I'm like, oh, finally, It matters.
Plot relevance.
Finally.
Oh, chat's demanding you do a joke.
A joke right now?
Commit to the bit.
I don't know any jokes. What are you talking about?
The aristocrats.
I've never heard of a joke. What's a joke? Explain joke to me, please. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I got a good joke for you. Are you ready?
Yeah?
Are you ready?
Yeah?
Are you ready?
Okay, I think so. Yeah? Fucked up! You just died right in front of me! Oh god, he took one breath and now he's on the floor. His heart isn't beating. Oh god! Fuck! Actually, if you have loot, can I check your pockets? I want to check your pockets. I want to see what you have.
Don't touch my pockets.
Oh fuck, he's alive! I was not looting your corpse. I promise. I promise. I promise. I say with my hands full of loot directly from your pockets.
All you would find is my phone, a bag of M&Ms, and several unfinished scripts.
In your pocket?
I have a deep inventory.
Damn, well, yeah, you have men's pants. You got deep pockets.
Yeah, true.
Men's pants are so much better. I can put my fucking Switch in a pocket in men's pants. Like what the and then you go to the women's section and then there's like fake pockets because they're like, oh, buy a purse to carry. No, I don't want to fucking carry a purse around. I want it conveniently in my pockets.
I actually have 4 pockets of my pants.
What the? I have 0 on mine. Well, no, I'm actually wearing sweatpants. So.
Haha, pocketless nerd.
Sobbing. I'm pocketless in this pocket-filled world.
Pocketless in this economy.
I was not made to thrive.
Society was not built with the pocketless in mind.
Anyways, did you guys like my bit? Did you like my joke?
We are.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyway, back to the video.
I guess I'll check. These are all the keys I have where I don't know what they go to.
He just has a bucket for them.
Don't you want to come with us? This could be our one chance to finally leave all this behind.
Random key, I'd take it.
Sure, why not?
Jax is a lot more dour in this episode.
Where even is Kane? He might be suspicious of us even being here.
He's probably in his office, planning adventures.
How do we even know we can trust this guy? Has he done anything to prove he's human?
I've been here longer than any of you. I, helped create this place. I'll explain more when we're in the room, but for now,
he did what?
Please just trust me. You will not regret it.
Am I doing this wrong? None of these even fit in the keyhole.
Has anybody even tried just...
Oh, thank God.
Well then.
Okay, let's just get inside before Kane sees us.
I love that bit so much. Oh, thank God. He just books it.
Oh, it's really funny.
Very good, very good.
Okay, well, it's open. Let's just get inside before Kane sees us.
I'll go get Kinger.
We can fill him in later. I don't really know if I'm, ready to face him again after what happened. We've both done things we're not proud of.
All right. Convince me.
I'm one of the original programmers of the Digital Circus. I was part of a team of experts employed by C&A to bring this place to life. Kinger was one of my co-workers, back when he was still...
You really think Kinger worked with him?
Oh, whoops, sorry.
I can see it.
Well, as production went on, the higher-ups at C&A started getting untrustworthy. They began forcibly hooking my fellow co-workers up to the computer in special stasis pods that would keep them alive and analyze their brains. Just awful stuff.
I'm gonna shoot you down and say none of us are CNA employees. How would we have gotten hooked up to this big machine just by putting on a headset?
That's what I wondered as well. But then I remembered that C&A was planning on expanding development. Last I remember, I was asking too many questions, and then poof, I was here. They're probably
That's
doing
concerning.
the same to anyone that stumbles into that office. Kane is an AI.
Yeah, I think we all got that.
An
Yeah.
AI specifically created to keep your minds active. But he's just as much of a prisoner as you are. One that, won't be able to leave with us.
Just get to the meat and tell us exactly how we're gonna leave if we're all hooked up to stasis pods.
Yes, of course. So, I did some digging, and I discovered that the stasis pods and the virtual world are both run in the same program. So, theoretically, if we were to access the master console hidden deep within Kane's office, we could terminate it and forcibly awaken everyone who's hooked up. Well, obviously, except for Kane.
How do we get into Kane's office?
We'll need to steal the key from Kane, and we'll also need administrator privileges. I believe you're good at obtaining keys?
Okay, so can I just offer my own 2 cents on this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about this because, yeah, it's,
Just wait.
Okay.
Just wait. Actually, no. I want to hear what you have to say first. Go ahead.
I'm just
But
thinking
I'm just
now.
saying I'm not gonna say anything in return because this is an episode I do not want to spoil.
Understandable. I'm just wondering, like, are we sure that you can disengage the program and not, like, accidentally turn off their life support?
Shrug emoji.
I'm sure that's completely safe.
And we'll also need administrator privileges. I believe you're good at obtaining keys?
Okay, you know what's gonna happen when we do all this? Kane's gonna pop out and say, "Congratulations on beating the Escape the Circus adventure," and everything's gonna go back to the way it always was.
I've been watching you. All of you. Every trial, every moment of joy, every abstraction. I wish I could have come to you sooner, but I didn't want to potentially ruin our only chance at escape by telling you before I knew exactly how we were gonna do it. I'm not a creation of Kane. I've suffered just as much as the rest of you. I know this all sounds crazy, but if you follow me, you will see freedom. I'll also draw a face on myself, so you can tell me apart from any other blank NPCs.
Much appreciated.
Oh, what should we call you? Do you have a name?
I do. My name is Abel.
Oh, I see what he did there.
Like, is that the name you picked? Or...
Yeah, I thought it would be cool. But anyway, first things first. We need to get that key. In order to get the
Joke around with my
key,
younger
you're going to need to
brother, telling him
isolate
he gives me the Kane
Kane.
instinct.
Try getting him alone. Someplace where he'll feel comfortable confiding in you.
Hey, Kane, you around?
Hey, Jax! I didn't know you could ask if I was around like that. Good job!
You wanna get dinner together?
Gasp! A human wanting to hang out with me? How could I possibly turn down such an offer?
So, where you wanna... Whoa!
So, Jax, what you want to talk about, friendo? Wait, Jax! I wanted to ask you about the adventures. What do you think I should do to make them more appealing to the Zooble and the Pomni?
I think
We should figure out what to order first. Conversation can happen after we've loaded up on digital nutrients.
Then you're going to want to ask him about his hobbies. Odds are he'll get so excited that you care about him, he'll freeze up, and you'll be able to grab the key from inside his mouth.
Inside where?
Wait, what?
What are your thoughts on cedar smoked salmon? I cedar smoked salmon, but I hardly know smoked salmon.
Do you have any secret hobbies?
Secret hobbies?
Yeah, like things you do on your own that you'd be interested in talking about.
Why, I didn't think a human would ever want to ask me about my... This is the most phantasmical moment of my...
Oh.
What you doing there, Jax?
Oh no.
Have I ever told you how it's my dream to get eaten by you?
That's a weird thing to say and want.
Oh, I watched this with my friend yesterday. We fucking lost it at that. We lost it. Vor in my digital circus?
Who would have seen it coming? It's more likely than you may think, I guess.
What's more likely than you may think?
I'm glad he didn't. I'm not gonna make that joke. Here, I'll text it to you. Please.
Oh god.
I don't want to make that joke on Twitch.
Oh god. I'm so scared, chat. I don't know what he's gonna say.
You'll just be honest with your reaction. They'll get an idea.
Chat, I'm scared. Yeah.
That would be even
Alright,
weirder
continue.
to say.
I mean, well, I don't know. I have to think on that.
Yeah. Anyways.
And what?
Vor in my digital circus?
Do you
dude.
really believe it? I mean, everything he says?
I just want to know what Kinger thinks of all this.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Well, Kinger's alright.
How much do you know about Kinger?
Huh? Oh, I probably know about as much as everybody else, but he's also helped me through some of my hardest times here. Is it weird to say I trust him the most out of everybody?
No, that's not weird at all. I had a similar experience, and I think he might know more about this place than he lets on.
Yeah, he has been here longer than anyone else. And I don't know, I think it's kind of strange that Abel isn't interested in him at all.
Like I said, things between us are complicated. I would love to be able to work alongside him again, and you're right to think he has knowledge about this place. It's just, I made a promise.
What's going to happen to the people in the cellar? Like Kofmo and Ribbit?
I don't know. But let's hope for the best, right? And here we are, the Administrator Zone.
Ooh.
But like I was saying, this Macroverse place really intrigues me. And these photos are all I have of the location. I'm obsessed with them. I just wish I had more info on the location so I could accurately recreate it. Too bad they cut me off, right?
Yeah, what a shame.
So, what's your takeaway from all this?
What?
What's your takeaway from all this? Is it that I'm actually a cool guy with cool hobbies and not that much different from you beautiful humans?
Sure.
Wowee! I'm so glad we understand each other a little more. I really am trying my best to make you guys happy, and being appreciated for that just makes me want to celebrate by giving you guys anything you ask for. How's that sound?
Sounds good. This was a nice dinner and everything, but could I go back to the circus? The gals and I were gonna do something which may or may not be a surprise for a special certain ringmaster we want to show our appreciation for.
Gasp! Say no more!
How long is Jack's gonna take? I feel like we've been standing here for hours.
Should we tell Kinger what's happening? I feel bad not including him in any of this.
We're supposed to follow Abel's instructions. It probably couldn't hurt to at least give him a warning, though, just to get him into the right headspace. Oh my god.
Oh, hi, Gangle. Hi, Zubul. You startled me.
So, we may have discovered something you'll want to hear about.
We found a way to leave the circus. We're currently preparing everything, but we need to keep it quiet so Kane doesn't stop us.
Yeah, what she said.
Huh? Leave the circus? How would you... No, that doesn't make sense.
We met up with Abel. He says he was one of the original programmers, and he knows how to shut off the game and free us.
Who?
We'll continue this conversation later. Just thought I'd give you a heads up.
I am never doing anything for you guys ever again.
Where's Kane?
Worry not, my dear damsel. I think I stopped him from checking up on us for a while, so no need for your distraction anymore. You're welcome.
In other words, you just made us have to wait longer to do our job. Also, don't call me that.
What's the rush? You got someone waiting for you outside?
Don't you?
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, that's trippy.
So, how many administrator passes should I get?
6.
Yeah, 6.
Are you sure? Giving Kinger access to the main console could be dangerous, considering his mental state.
Will it be dark in there?
I suppose it will be somewhat dim, but...
Then yes. I want us all to have one.
All right, if you say so.
The dark. I think I get it now.
Whatever happens, I'm going to put my trust in Kinger.
He's got a lot of wisdom buried in there, doesn't he?
In Kinger we
Yeah.
trust.
He does.
In Kinger we trust.
Yeah, when he uses it responsibly.
What?
It's nothing. Let's go find the others.
Hey, don't keep information from us if you know something. What happened between you and Kinger?
It'll be clear soon enough.
I'm sorry, yeah, but I love that this is called the beach episode, and this is probably the most plot-focused one so far.
Yeah. It's great.
Absolutely perfect. Kane ate the beach. I wouldn't put it past him.
Eat the sand. Eat the sand.
Yep.
So, did you distract Kane?
I took care of that.
He thinks he took care of that, but we really have no way of knowing.
Such little faith in me. Goodness.
Oh, I wonder why. If this whole thing gets messed up because of you, I swear to God.
Yeah, let's just all follow Mr. Obvious Twist Villain instead.
Now wait, hold on. You think...
Let's all just calm down and be a team here. Bonnie's got administrator passes for everyone. We're all in this together.
Why do they look like that?
Oh boy.
Wait, Bonnie.
Huh?
Huh? Oh.
Did you say something?
Damn it.
We're going to have to
Curses.
trust that whatever Jax did will keep him distracted. I don't know how long we'll be able to hold these without Kane knowing. So, it's time. Let's go to Kane's office. Kane always did have trouble with cube collisions, for some reason. All right, just how we went over it. You first.
Me? Why me?
Jax? Everything's gonna be okay.
Fine. Ball me up.
After their fight, she still cares.
Yeah. Physics glitch.
Oh!
Yeah!
Like basketball.
Well, that's also trippy.
I want to go down the slide like that. Not too long though, because if they're too long, I get like really claustrophobic.
Hmm.
Like water slides, you know?
Yeah. Or those, like, colorful tunnels they have at, like, arcades and stuff.
Yeah. See, I can go on the scary water slides, but I
I
can't.
want Kinger to go before
I don't
me.
like the enclosed
No,
ones.
yeah, that makes sense.
Now, Bonnie, don't feel like I need to go before you just because I have
Yeah,
the right of
very
way
strong
in a
feelings about
four-way
Lars Lane.
uncontrolled intersection.
Just trust me. You want to get somewhere dark?
You can say that again.
So, how are you getting up?
I'm not. But I trust all of you to make the right choice.
When we all get out, I'll buy you a beer.
Make the right choice.
Whew. I was getting kind of worried something was happening down there.
Time for me to serve my purpose, I guess.
I like how it's a floppy disk.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Kane's office. Not what I was expecting.
Me neither, to be honest. The orbs have, like, real-life locations.
Yeah.
Abel said the door to the main console was behind the bookshelf.
There's no books on that shelf.
Bookless bookshelf. It's a shelf.
Hey, you alright?
I'm great.
Jax has been really off this episode. I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm. I only had a
I
big breakdown
guess this is
last
it.
episode.
We're leaving the circus.
Pyramid.
Are we still gonna be friends when we're out there?
Why wouldn't we be?
It's just gonna be strange. I've only known you like this. Will it be the same when it's real?
It
Aw.
always was real.
Yeah.
Everything we felt, everything we've done, everything we are. It'll never leave us. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Thank you for always being there when I needed.
Red button will close the console and keep all players inside the circus. End the game and disconnect all players.
So, red for trap
Kinger,
forever, blue
do you
for
want to make
go
the
free.
choice?
The choice of
Yes.
Are you sure he's all the way here?
Hey, yeah, wait. Don't we all want to press leave? Why leave it up to him?
What if there's something we don't know? Maybe we should give it a little more time?
Oh, yeah. I love pressing buttons. You, want me to press one of those too?
I don't know.
Am I missing something? We all want to leave, right?
Pomni?
Yeah, we do. It's just, what if it's a trick or something?
Why would there be a
Ooh,
trick
second
console
thoughts.
in Kane's office? Like, no matter what we press, Kane's gonna know we were here. We should push it.
Hold on. Let's just wait a second and go over everything we know, and maybe we can vote on it or something?
And he presses the red to keep him in there.
What did you just do?
I...
Congratulations, my little cattywampus cucumbers! You picked the good ending, where you realize you'd rather stay with me than go back to that pesky old macroverse or whatever we decide to call it. I knew you'd make the right choice.
You mean this was all...
An adventure, yes, and one I've been cooking up for a good long while. Great job playing your part, Abel.
All in a good day's work. By the way, you think I could get a raise after that performance?
Oh, you're getting too smart. Time to delete.
None of that was true. The CNA stuff, the pods, the way
A
out.
fabrication of my incredible world-building skills.
I was right?
Oh no.
I can't believe I was right!
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Oh, I didn't put too much thought into that one, cause I knew you'd never pick it. So I left that up to Bubble.
I made it take you to Shrimp Town.
Yeah, it was gonna take you to Shrimp Town.
Starby, I'm scared.
You dirty liar! You scumbag! You made me... You got in my head! You just lie about everything, don't you?
Huh?
You can mess with our minds too, can't you? The stupid sauce, the vegan thing, God knows what else!
Our names?
No, hold on, guys. Wait. I may have the ability to add temporary modifiers to make adventures more interesting, but that's it. If I did anything more, trust me, it would not end well.
Scratch. The first abstraction.
Hey! I didn't say anything like that! Come on, guys! You know I'm just here to have fun. Questioning's over. Your prize is this lovely gift basket of soaps and lotions. Stay fragrant, have a good night. Fragrant night, bye!
Well, what do you think?
Well, what I was afraid of would happen didn't happen, so there's that.
Do you understand why I said it's a good episode, but...
So, hold on. Help me understand the ending there.
Okay, so going through whatever, Jack's having a bad time.
Obviously, yes.
People think he's going through abstract, but like, part of me feels like that's a bit too obvious.
A little bit. I could see that.
Because Gooseworks did say a couple of years back on her Tumblr, she said, oh no, what were we talking about?
Jack's abstracting?
Right, she said that someone in the series will abstract, but it will not be someone we're expecting.
Ooh.
So I'm like, okay, is Jax a red herring here?
It seems like it. And same with Kinger. I was worried about him too.
Yeah. I have a friend who has also that thinks that it might actually be Kane who abstracts.
Can an AI abstract?
Exactly. That's why we wouldn't expect it.
Yeah, true.
Because we don't believe that's someone who can abstract.
Yeah.
So that's what my friend thinks. Which is is compelling, I will admit.
True.
It's interesting because, yeah, we do see Kane seemingly breaking down. He's real, what he's been made for. The people that he's supposed to entertain or whatever aren't happy with it. And if that's the only thing you're made for, and people don't like it, I imagine even an AI would get quote-unquote upset at it.
What is my purpose?
Butter. Right. So, plot thing. Jack's having bad time. He was like, fuck you guys, I don't want to go swimming. He goes back to bed. He has a weird dream trip hallucination. I don't know what that is. He goes fucking through it.
Yeah. He had abstraction eyes.
Yeah. Yes, Pomni, Ragatha, and Abel are like, yo, Jax, stop sleeping. Give us keys to go into the Chinese room so we can talk about escaping without Kane hearing us. They go, deet, 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 deet. They try the keys, they get in. Abel is like, yo, okay, so I helped make this place. You guys are also all employees at this place called CNA. You're in pods, and if we do this little thingy that I figured out, we can get out. And everyone's like, okay, cool. So they do that stuff. They make it into Kane's office, and they're like, okay, cool. Yeah, bring it to Kane's office. Abel is a little weird about King or whatever. Yeah, they go in, and it's like, yeah, 2 buttons. Do you want to stay in here forever, or do you want to go? And Pomni was like, oh, actually, I'm a bit nervous. Maybe we should think about it. Jax has like a weird breakdown and presses the button to trap them all in there. Then Kane's like, yeah, you did good. You picked a good ending because I knew you guys would never want to leave me. And that's why you didn't put thought into the other button. So yeah, the whole thing of them being able to escape and the whole explanation for them being in the circus was fabricated, causing Jax to be like, I was right, having a fucking breakdown, and then everyone else just feeling dead inside. And that's where we left off.
I see.
Do you like my summary?
Yes, well done. Which, yeah, about that. So, Jax pretty much admitted to everyone that he would rather stay here. True.
Mm-hmm.
Bro
and
just
it
said,
makes me wonder,
"Screw
you know,
your
with those
feelings," without
flashes and
leaving.
stuff. Yeah, because we got flashes of some sort of memory on a road or something. I think that... I don't know how to explain this theory of mine in my head. I feel like people who start to abstract possibly get their memories fucked around with.
Maybe, yeah. It would make sense.
Like, like there has to, in my brain just goes, there has to be more to abstraction than just that.
Yeah.
There has to be more to it and what it does. Like, they can't not go into it.
True.
Especially when Ragatha at one point in the episode here asked, what about the people in the cellar?
Yeah.
So they were brought up for a reason. That's how writing media works.
Exactly. Foreshadowing is a literary device.
Exactly. Like how the keys in the pilot episode were foreshadowing getting into the Chinese room. Whoa. Yeah, these are so bad. However, with this episode, they've released new merch.
Ooh.
And I need you to see some of... I'm going to send you some...
Should I share it on stream?
Pictures.